Alright, track guide, Montreal, Xfinity car. There isn't a setup, so I use Watkins Glen. I don't know what setup that series actually can use, but whatever. Not my problem. So, going down Front Straight, you want to get to the left here. I'm braking a little bit before this access road. I believe you can already see I'm kind of pedaling it. Gonna go down to second gear. Probably turn in about right here. Get to the left. Flip that curb. Stay to the left there as far as possible because that just opens up this next hairpin. Getting traction down, exiting this is pretty tricky. But try and keep your wheels as straight as possible when you're applying a lot of throttle. Second gear all the way through here. A little bit before the 2-board. You can be pretty aggressive here. You can get your right sides on the inside of this curb. It doesn't affect this car as much. And you can actually get your lefts into the grass a little bit here. That was not an off track. I know it feels like it probably should be. Yeah, that was not off track. Second gear. Gonna lift about here. A little bit of brake to try and keep it to the right. Apply a little bit of throttle going through here. A little bit before this transition in the wall. Stay in second gear. Try and keep it to the left here. Again, you can get a little bit to the inside here, but don't go too far. You want to stay to the left here to open up the exit. The next turn, another turn where it's hard to get the power down. Go up to third. A little bit before the 300 board, you're going to have to figure out where that actual area is for you. You're doing a lot of heavy braking in a straight line, but as you start putting wheel into it to turn in, you need to release the brake pressure. Right here is where I transition between the two, just to give you a general sight line. I'm aiming to kind of be straight here. You can see this line's angled and then it goes straight. I try and kind of shoot to go straight here. Second gear. You can't get up on this curb too much. You'll hear the car bottom out, but you can get on it a little bit. I think I take a little bit too much here. Take it here. Makes that wide. Third. As I'm going around this bend, I'm going to start lifting and a little bit of really light braking as I'm going across the 4-board in this little driveway or whatever you call it here. Stay to the left. Once you have the car going straight, you can do your heavier braking, go down to first gear. I overshot there. Getting the power down here is difficult. You're not at full throttle until you're in second gear. And then the final chicane, Wall of Champions, is a little bit before the 5-board here. For me, it was here. You can see where the 5-board is. Heavy braking, down to second. Use a bit of curb. And I'll do this lap at full speed. Get before the driveway here. Second gear, turn in here. Get to stay left here. Keep this nice and wide. Try and keep your wheels straight when you're putting the power down. A little bit before the 2-board. Probably, like, that still was not off track, but that was probably about as much as you could. Coast around here, then heavier braking for a little bit before that transition in the wall. Second gear. Hard to get the power down here, but try and keep the wheel straight, getting it down. A little bit before the 3-board. second gear. Don't take too much curb here. You can hear a bottom out. And then as you're hitting this forward off the throttle, a little bit of light braking when you're around the bend, you can do your heavier braking. Now first gear. Hard to get the power down. See, I got all kinds of tire spin, lost some time, probably a couple tenths there. Then you're gonna be a little bit before that 5 forward. I think I went a little bit further here. See how much I could get. That's it. If you have questions, let me know, but again, I don't even know what setup they're going to be using, so just using the walk-in twin setup and default settings.